When Sony first launched the FX3 in early 2021, it marked a significant and strategic move. By merging the cutting-edge features of its professional cinema camera lineup with the compact, lightweight design of the Alpha mirrorless series, Sony delivered a hybrid product that struck a chord with a wide range of creators. The original FX3 quickly became a favorite among solo filmmakers, content creators, and travel videographers thanks to its portability, professional-grade performance, and solid low-light capabilities. With its 12.1-megapixel full-frame sensor, Sony's Cinematic S Cinetone color science, and impressive autofocus system, the FX3 offered a strong foundation for run-and-gun filmmaking and on-the-go storytelling. However, despite its strengths, it wasn't without limitations. The absence of internal RAW recording and open-gate shooting left some professionals wanting more, particularly when other competitors like Panasonic and Fujifilm were already offering those features in similarly priced cameras. Now, in 2025, Sony is preparing to revisit the FX3 with a highly anticipated upgrade, the Sony FX3 Mark II. This new iteration appears poised to address the original's shortcomings while building upon what made the first version so compelling. If the rumors and leaks are accurate, the FX3 Mark II is not just a mild refresh but a meaningful leap forward, especially for filmmakers who crave more versatility, flexibility in post-production, and professional-grade performance in a travel-friendly package. So what exactly is new in the Sony FX3 Mark II? The most talked about addition is the inclusion of open-gate recording. This feature, which has become standard on Panasonic and Fujifilm cinema cameras, allows for a full sensor readout in a 3:2 aspect ratio. Cameras like the Panasonic S1H, S5 Mark II, and Fujifilm XS20 already support this function, and many filmmakers have been wondering when Sony would finally follow suit. With the FX3 Mark II, Sony appears to be answering that call. Open-gate recording offers a major advantage for creators who produce content for multiple platforms. You can shoot once using the entire sensor area, then crop later to create widescreen, vertical, or square formats, all without losing resolution or compromising image quality. This is especially useful for projects that will be distributed across cinema, social media, and web platforms simultaneously. Another major upgrade is the long-awaited inclusion of internal 12-bit RAW video recording. This is a significant step forward, especially for professionals who previously needed external recorders like Atomos Ninja V Plus to capture raw footage from the original FX3. By enabling RAW capture directly inside the camera, Sony removes the need for bulky add-ons and external HDMI workflows, making the FX3 Mark II a much more portable and streamlined system for solo shooters. Internally recorded 12-bit RAW video provides vastly improved color fidelity and dynamic range, giving editors greater flexibility in color grading, exposure recovery, and overall post-production polish. With this addition, Sony is clearly signaling that the FX3 Mark II is meant to be a serious creative tool, not just a compact camera with cinema aspirations. To understand why these two upgrades, open-gate and internal RAW, are such a big deal, let's take a closer look at what they bring to the table. RAW video, for starters, is fundamentally different from compressed codecs. It captures unprocessed data directly from the camera sensor, preserving all the intricate color details and dynamic range that would normally be lost through compression. When recorded in 12-bit, RAW footage contains significantly more tonal information, allowing for smoother gradients, cleaner shadows, and more nuanced highlight retention. This gives filmmakers tremendous control in post, enabling cinematic looks without the visual artifacts that can come from heavily compressed footage. As for open-gate recording, the ability to access the entire sensor's resolution unlocks new creative possibilities. Let's say you're shooting a film in traditional 2.35:1 widescreen but also need vertical clips for Instagram Reels or square videos for TikTok and Facebook. With open-gate, you can shoot once and crop in post as needed, rather than reframing or reshooting the same scene in multiple aspect ratios. It's a huge win for workflow efficiency, especially in today's multi-platform content environment where adaptability is key. Beyond these headline features, the Sony FX3 Mark II is expected to retain many of the original FX3 strengths, including its fast, responsive autofocus system with real-time tracking and eye detection. Borrowed from Sony's Alpha series, the autofocus is a standout feature that helps filmmakers maintain sharp focus on subjects, even in dynamic or unpredictable environments. If you've used the A7S III or Alpha 1, you'll already know how reliable and accurate Sony's autofocus system can be. This makes the FX3 Mark II an excellent choice for weddings, documentaries, or any fast-paced production where there's no time to second-guess your settings. Of course, no camera is perfect. While the FX3 Mark II brings some much-needed enhancements, it may still inherit some of the original model's limitations. For example, although the original FX3 had a built-in fan for heat management, the compact body still faced challenges during long 4K shoots or when recording at high frame rates. With the addition of internal RAW, which generates even more heat, the FX3 Mark II will need effective thermal control to prevent overheating during extended takes. Whether Sony has improved the internal cooling system remains to be seen, but it's a crucial factor that could affect the camera's reliability in professional settings. Battery life is another concern. The original FX3 wasn't exactly a stamina champion, especially when shooting high bitrate video. With the more demanding recording modes in the Mark II, including 12-bit RAW, power consumption could become an issue. Unless Sony introduces a new, more efficient battery or optimizes power management significantly, users may find themselves swapping batteries more often than they'd like. This could be a minor inconvenience for some, but for solo shooters or documentary filmmakers working in remote locations, it's an important consideration. When it comes to storage, the FX3 Mark II will likely continue to support dual card slots with compatibility for both CF Express Type A and SD cards. While this hybrid setup offers some flexibility, it's not without trade-offs. CF Express cards are extremely fast and well-suited for high bitrate formats like RAW, but they're also expensive. Meanwhile, South Dakota cards, though more affordable, may not provide the necessary speed or stability for demanding recording modes. Creators will need to budget accordingly and plan their media usage carefully. In terms of competition, the FX3 Mark II is entering a market filled with strong contenders. Panasonic's S1H and S5 II, Fujifilm's X-H2, and even Sony's own FX6 offer compelling alternatives at various price points. Compared to the FX6, the FX3 Mark II is more compact and portable, making it ideal for solo operators or situations where space and weight are concerns. It may also come in at a lower price point than the S1H, though final pricing details are still under wraps. However, the addition of open gate and internal RAW puts the FX3 Mark II in a very competitive position, perhaps even giving it the edge in terms of value and versatility. We're also expecting the FX3 Mark II to retain the original model's signature strengths, a 12.1 MP full-frame sensor that performs exceptionally well in low light, and Sony's S-Cinetone Color Science, which delivers beautiful, cinematic tones straight out of the camera. This combination makes the FX3 Mark II an excellent tool for creators who want high-end image quality without the need for extensive color correction in post. The camera's cage-free design is also likely to return, enabling users to mount accessories directly to the body without bulky rigs, another win for run-and-gun filmmakers. Ultimately, the Sony FX3 Mark II looks like a thoughtfully upgraded tool that addresses many of the pain points creators had with the original FX3. By adding open gate recording and internal 12-bit RAW, Sony is finally closing the gap with rivals while preserving everything that made the FX3 such a beloved camera in the first place. Yes, there are still some unknowns. Will battery life improve? Can it handle long RAW takes without overheating? And will the price remain accessible to indie filmmakers and content creators? These are all valid questions, and we'll need to wait for real-world reviews to get answers. But if Sony delivers on what's being promised, the FX3 Mark II could become the go-to choice for professionals who need a lightweight, powerful, and flexible cinema camera. It strikes a rare balance between portability and pro-level performance, making it a strong contender for filmmakers of all kinds, from YouTubers and travel vloggers to commercial directors and documentarians. The future looks bright for the FX3 line, and we're excited to see what the Mark II brings once it officially hits the shelves. Stay tuned for more updates, hands-on reviews, and detailed comparisons once the FX3 Mark II is officially launched. Whether you're a longtime Sony user or just exploring cinema cameras, this is one release you'll definitely want to keep on your radar.